In this video, I'm going to be troubleshooting a car with an engine that doesn't run. So I start by confirming the customer complaint. Yeah, so car cranks, engine doesn't start. So that's confirmation of the customer complaint. Next step is to bring out the diagnostic tool, try to find any port codes. I find the engine control module. No, the gateway. The engine control module can't communicate, but the gateway has a U0100 and a U0107, both indicating it cannot communicate with the engine control module. My next step is to examine the wiring schematic for this engine. And while doing this, I take a close look and make notes on the important bits about the diagram that I need. For example, I need to check the power connection, the battery feed to the engine computer, also the ground connections. As you can see from the diagram, there are various power feeds. There are at least three, two of which are through relays. One is keep alive memory, always on with the battery on. So my next step is to check the keep alive memory battery power connection. So I dig the multimeter out, and the first step with that is to check that the multimeter is working. Always check your tools. So now I also bring out the breakout box, because I need to check if power is getting to this control module. Keep alive memory power, that is. Yeah, doesn't look like there is power. That's not good. This needs to be fixed. There should be power there all the time, as long as the battery is fitted to the vehicle. There should be battery power on that pin 16 of the ECM. So my next step is to check out the fuse that feeds that pin with power. As you can see, the fuse is blown. There is power on one side and none on the other. However, the side that doesn't have power is shorted to ground, as confirmed by the multimeter. Fuses don't blow by themselves, they always blow for a reason. So before you simply replace a fuse, find out why it blew. That's what I'm doing now. Or else you keep replacing fuses and they keep blowing because you're not fixing the real problem. So that fuse is feeding power to the ECM through pin 26. It's one single black wire. So now I disconnect the ECM, the engine control module, from the harness. And I check that I still have continuity. I still have a short between ground and the keep alive memory power feed for the engine control module. So now I'm thinking about my next step, weighing up options, which is the fastest route to getting to the root of the problem. I realize it's that wire that's shorted and it can only be that wire, so I change it. I come back and check to prove that there is no continuity between that pin 26 of the ECM of the engine control module with ground. So essentially that is a money shot. That is me fixing the car, but remember the fuse was blown, so I have to change that too. See, the fuse is still broken. You can see that there is power on one side. There is no power on the other side, so I replace the fuse. If I'm right, the vehicle should be able to start now. It is fuse, it is on the side. So at this point, I'll fix the vehicle, but I need to check that there are no fault codes. The original fault codes have now gone into memory. They are no longer active, no longer actual. I clear the fault codes, and you can see even when I run the engine again, I don't have any fault code returning. So at this point, the car is fixed, but now I have to recover equipment from the vehicle. The diagnostic tool and the multimeter, and then fill out the work order for the supervisor. So let us recap. The engine couldn't run because the keep alive memory wire for the engine control module was shorted to ground, which blew the fuse. So before replacing the fuse, I had to locate the short, which was in the wire. I repaired, replaced the wire that had the short to remove the short. Then replace the fuse with a good one, and now the engine can run. Essentially, that's how the proper diagnosis should be done in this case. If you have any comments, you can add yours.